Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I was watching the Olympic trials last night, the track runners. There's a young lady from Trenton. Her name is Athing. I think I'm saying her name right. Forgive me if I'm not. So it was their turn to run the 800. They start off, they were, most of the time when all the track runners are moving and they're doing like a longer distance, they all kind of get to that inside track. They all huddle up. And a lot of time, man, them people end up tripping over their own feet or tripping over somebody else's feet. So our team tripped. She stumbled and fell, and she was the only one that failed. Everybody else, how runners are, they jump over you, keep going, whatever, because they trying to qualify for the Olympics. She stumbled, fell, got up, crying. She got emotional. You know what I mean? When you're crying, you can't, she ended up finishing last, dead last. You know what I mean? But I know she was heartbroken at the time and she was hurt. And I know she's still hurt because it happened last night. But what I admired about that young lady is that she finished the race. Even though she was crying, she was hurt, she didn't just give up and walk off. She finished the entire race. You understand? And I got a little bit of advice for her. I don't even know the girl like that. But the thing that I noticed was I felt like, the reason she failed, and they say she failed before in the same kind of way. I feel like the reason she failed was because she was in that herd with everybody else. That's always my big thing. I noticed that right in that moment. I was like, man, you fail because you running with everybody else. A lot of time that be our biggest problem. We fall because we running with everybody else. God ain't designed you to run with everybody else. Everybody else, they all great. Everybody got to go to the inside of the track. God ain't designed you to go to the shortest side. He's designed you where you are capable of, beating everybody because you could go on the outside. I know that everybody go on the inside because this is the shortest distance. Nah, you got to start your race. When everybody start herding to the inside, you got to stay on the outside. Because when you run with everybody else, you trip. Your lane, you got to run in your lane. Your lane ain't with everybody else. Everybody else cool, herding up there. But you've been blessed to where you can complete the race doing a longer distance than everybody else. You understand? I'm telling you, that whole situation spoke to me. A lot of time, man, we be frustrated because we trying to run in the same lane that everybody else running in because we think this the way we gonna win. And your ass end up falling because God done designed you. You ignoring your talents and gift. God done designed you that you can win the race even though you got to run a little bit longer than everybody else. You got to go through a little bit more than somebody else. But you trying to skip through that part and be over here in the huddle is why your ass keep falling. Get away from them. The reason you the only one that's falling is because your legs longer than everybody else. You ain't designed to run with them. You designed to run by yourself. You got to get away from that lane. Get 2-3 lanes over. That's what's going to make you special when you get out of that herd and say, you know what? I got to run in this lane right here. And watch everybody see like, damn, she got to run a longer distance and she's still winning. You got to do a little bit more than everybody else, but you still winning. There's a reason why you the only one that stumble every time you get in this pack. When you get in the pack, and I'm using it as a metaphor for life, a lot of time people mess up as soon as they get in the group. And I know that personally, man. Every time God ever elevated me, he had to separate me. Separation come before elevation. So shout out to that girl, man. But that was the main thing I took away from that whole race. You failed. You was the only one who tripped up and failed because you ain't designed to run in the pack. You got to get over another lane, get over 2 more lanes and get away from them. They cool running in that pack. That's how they win. You ain't gonna win like that. You different from them. Don't make you better or worse, just make you different. God done designed you in a whole nother way. He like, no, you got to get over here. I got to isolate you. You can't run over there with them. You got to run over here. You tripping fair because you got them long ass legs and you running with them. You got to get over here. Run over here by yourself. And people going to be blown away to be able to see that you can complete the race and do what you need to do in that lane all by yourself. You got to win your way. That's what you got to do. You got to win your way. Don't worry about them people over there getting it the quick way. They getting to the go faster. They design themselves to be over here and run the shortest distance. No, that ain't what God wants you to do. God put you in the hard path so people say, oh man, look here. She beat everybody and she had more weight on her than everybody else. She had to run farther and still beat everybody. That's all I'm saying. A lot of time, man, when you mess up in life, a lot of time, ask anybody, when you messed up in life, wasn't your stupid, not stupid, wasn't your behind with a pack of people? Yeah, you was. You got to separate yourself. Separation come before elevation. So shout out to her. God bless. Do better next time.